Alright, so this is Decimals Multiplication Shortcut. I hope you've watched the previous video of the multiplication compensation strategy, because that gives you kind of the background and the connection as to how this shortcut works. Alright, again, this is probably the way that I learned it, and probably many of your parents did, so this should be a little bit familiar for them. So essentially, what's the shortcut? So let's say I have 71.9 times 2. Okay, so I'm just going to work this like a regular multiplication. 2 times 9 is 18, carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, add the 3. 2 times 7 is 14. So 1,438. Now I already know that 71 times 2 is nowhere near 1,438. So the shortcut is this. I look at the number of decimal place values. Okay? So I look at the number of decimal place values. Here, I only see 1. Okay, because it's decimal 9. So there's only one place value, which is the tenths. Here, there's none. Okay? So I know there's one place value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this decimal one place value to the left. So it is actually 143.8. And it does kind of make sense. If you look at, well, what's double 71? 71 times 2 is around 140. Okay? So let's do a couple examples. Let's say I have 85.2 times 4. So here we ignore the decimal place value and we just work it like a regular multiplication. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 8 is 32. Add the 2 is 34. Okay, but this already looks off. Why? Because 85 times 4 is nowhere near 3,408. So the shortcut, once again, is we look at the number of place values. In here, there's only 2. It's only 1. And so I move the place value once. So it is actually 340.8. Okay. Try one with a number of decimals. So let's say I have 0.25 times 3. Okay. So the shortcut, we disregard, we ignore decimal for now. So 3 times 5. 15. 15. 3 times 2 is 6. Add the 1 is 75. Okay, so the shortcut again is we look at the number of place values. And if we're looking here, I see 1, 2, and 3. Right? 1, 2, 3 place values. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move the place value, the decimal, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that's my place value. I do have an empty place value here. That means what's our symbol for empty or nothing is 0. I'm going to rewrite this again. So it's 0.075. So decimal 25 times decimal 3 is decimal 0.75. Let's do one more. Okay. So let's say I have 0.29 times 0.11. Okay, I'm going to work it as a regular multiplication. So 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 2 is 2. I'm done. I'm working the tenths, so 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, add that all together, 9, 11, and that's 3. 319. So the way it works again is I look at the number of place values. So I see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 up top. I have to move my product now, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have an empty place value here, so that's a 0. So I'm just going to rewrite it over here because I've run out of space. 0.0319. And that's the way the multiplication shortcut works. Do check out the compensation strategy. It does help give you an idea as to why we're moving the decimal place values.